Hello, everybody. So today is Thursday. My dad is going to be here on Sunday. So I'm kind of down to the wire. Got a lot of stuff to get done and finished up. Today, I took the car out. I drove it 40 miles. That was 40 miles around town. I did get up to about 55, maybe 60 miles an hour. Car ran great. Had no issues with it at all. But really enjoyed the car. No AC, definitely stinks. It is hot. But I think it's in the almost 90 today. Humidity is really high. Tomorrow it's supposed to be around 75. Should be a great day to drive the car around for a little more break in and just make sure everything's running right. I'm not sure if it was the right thing to do, but my way of thinking, the car is set for 40 years, 42 years. Why not break it in? Why not go through, find out if anything's wrong with it before my dad gets here? And I'm glad I did. I have a small problem. Two small problems, and I'm planning on fixing both those in the morning. I'm going to show you what we got, and we'll go from there. Now, I have a video on the alignment. I did a home alignment, just basically showing you the results and how happy I am with them. I have the video made. If I can just get it edited together, I'll get it posted. This video will not be posted before Sunday. I'm not going to post any of this until my dad is on the plane. That gives him, well, probably on his way to the plane, way to the airport rather. I don't want to risk him knowing all this stuff before he gets here. So I can post it Sunday after he's heading to the airport, and it'll be all fine. But let's switch over real quick, and I'll show you what I had problems with. Okay, so I had two issues. Both of them are pretty much the same spot. See if I can get this in. Sorry, I'm trying to keep you stable. Get my pointing device here. See right there on the freeze plug where the paint's gone? That is actually water leaking. Give me just a second. Let me see if I can get you a little closer. Okay, that's a little closer. You can see the water leaking from the head. This is after the car's been setting for an hour and a half, so it's definitely cooled off. I've wiped it up a couple of times, but the drop is still there. So I guess tomorrow morning I am popping that freeze plug out and I will replace it. Since it's in the center, well, almost the center of the hole, it's not a sealing problem. It's just the plug itself's rusted through or damaged or something. I don't know. While I'm here, this, whatever that shaft is, I have no idea. I'm getting some oil. You can see it there on the oil filter leaking from these connectors. So I plan on pulling the connectors off, and I'm going to put some, it's not thread tape, it's whatever they recommend for oil pressure gauges. I'm going to stop at AutoZone or Advance and pick that up. Let me get this back out. So all in all, 40 miles for two small leaks. I can live with that. Car ran great. Actually, I had three things. I had those two, and then I had my rear passenger side wheel. My brakes are scrubbing a little bit. I think my adjuster needs to be tweaked. So that's why the car's backed in. I'm going to jack up the rear end, pull the brake hub off, and figure out what's the deal with the adjuster. But I think that's it. I did carry me a fire extinguisher in the car with me. Didn't think I would need it, but it was a piece of insurance. I could throw it back in the car. Didn't cost me anything. Just on the safe side. That's it. So, not a bad shakedown run for the car. Once I get the freeze plug swapped out tomorrow, I will probably update this video and attach it together. The oil lines, I'm going to have to actually go to AutoZone tonight and pick up the stuff for that, because I do not have any of that. And that's it. So I guess that's it. Only a 2 or 3 minute video, but that is fine. This gets us going and it gets us recording so we know what's going on. Thanks, guys. Bye. Okay, so it's the next day, and I did replace, see if I can get you down there without shaking it up too much. Did replace the freeze plug. That only took about 5 minutes. Super simple to do because it's at the front of the block. A little farther down, you can see the oil pressure gauge fittings. I took all those out, put thread sealer on them. It's a high temperature thread sealer for engines. I picked up at AutoZone or Advance, wherever it was I went. That should work pretty good. I didn't see in the instructions it said any time for it to set before use, so I'm assuming a couple hours is enough. I did notice my belt was a little bit loose, so I've actually got wrenches over there. Getting ready to tighten that up. My radiator, when I pop my what is that thing called I just did? Freeze plug. I popped the cap off the radiator. There's a little bit of rust in the radiator, so I flushed all that out. That rust, I am pretty sure, came from the heads. So I did flush the whole system when I put the engine back together. I thought I had it all out, but after running it for 40 miles, I'm sure some more stuff broke loose. So I flushed the radiator and the coolant system last night, bolted it all back together, refilled it. I'm going to drive it today. Tonight, I'm going to flush it out again, and then probably refill it. If it comes out pretty clean, well, I say pretty clean. If it comes out clean, I will put antifreeze in it and call it good. If it doesn't, I will repeat the process as many times as needed, I guess. I have not got to the rear brake yet, but that's on my plan. Did think about it last night, and I'll be honest, I know I've already said it. 40 miles running around in the car, I'm completely happy with the few small things that are going bad. Nothing's major here. They could all turn into something major, but at this point they're not. But I think that's it. So I'm going to cut this video off, I believe, or at least this portion. Go get some breakfast with my wife, and then I'm going to come back and I'm going to tackle the rear brakes. Thanks, guys. Okay, so I pulled my rear drum apart to see where the squeak is coming from. And as you can see here on the floor, we have the adjuster and the little clips and the spring off the rear pad. All those came apart. I have not taken anything apart yet. I just pulled the hub off, and when I did, those pieces fell out. So, looking here, I think my drum's in good shape. I don't think I damaged anything. Nothing up here looks damaged, so we're all good there. So I think it only ran probably 2 or 3 miles like that, so not the end of the world. Not ideal for sure, but not the end of the world. I don't know if I didn't put it back together correctly, or during one of those moments where you tell your son, do as I say, not as I do, and I did a burnout. And I was getting some wheel hop, and when I did that, I don't know if that's when that's when it started. So I'm not sure if it was that or me not putting it together right. These oil spots, these are actually, normally the car is pulled in forward, and this is where the oil filter sets. That's for those fittings that we've already fixed. That's where they set. So I think we're good to go. So ignore the oil. This is not the normal spot for the car. That's it, and we'll go to the next spot. Okay, so today took the car out for a few more miles. Got about 10 miles on it this morning. Everything's running really good. No issue from the freeze plug, no issue from the threads for the oil pressure gauge, no issue again with the brakes, with the rear brake drum. I think I didn't put those on correctly, or it was from the burnout from the wheel hopping. I need okay, start that sentence over. I need new leaf springs. I know that. They're on my list to get. I was actually going to get them for this week and have me and my dad put them on, but that's a lot of crawling around underneath the car, and I didn't want to do that. I would rather not be doing as much work underneath the car when he's here, because I want him to help, and I'm doing simple stuff. I also moved this morning. I moved the exhaust passenger side. It was scrubbing against one of the leaf springs, causing a little bit of a squeak. Repositioned that problem went away. Put 12 gallons. I put 6 gallons of gas in it, along with 6 gallons from the other day. 12 gallons filled me all the way up. I know I started off the whole 50-mile run with probably 2 to 3 gallons in the car. I don't know how much was in it. I really don't. No gas gauge. I have no way of knowing. Well, I guess I do. I could always stick a stick down in it and say, "Ooh, I have this much gas," but that's not going to happen. I'm just going to put gas in it every 100 miles for a little bit till I get a gauge fixed. So that's it. Nothing else to do with the car. I'm looking at the car right now, just kind of go over my head. I am going to clean the glass, clean the seats one more time, probably clean the wheels and tires up a little bit, and back the car in the driveway. Oh, excuse me, back the car in the garage and call it done. Let me switch this around real quick and I'll show you guys. Okay, so here's the car as it sits. I am going to clean the windows up. The glass is a little bit dirty. Get those nice and shiny. Sitting here looking at the front of the car, it is setting a whole lot better than it was. This wheel here is still kind of, the caster is bad. Can't tell it. I did not fix it after the alignment shop gave me the specs and told me what it was. I have not touched that. That's one of the things that we're going to fix this week. But the car is as close to ready as I can make it for my dad. He will be here in the morning. I'm going to post this video in the morning, so when I post the video, it'll be the same day he comes up. The plan is to turn the car around and I'm going to back it into the garage and it'll be sitting there, and I'm going to have my son either on that side or that side, I don't know. He'll be recording my dad's expression while the garage door gets opened up, and let him take in the car. It'll be the first time he's seen it in 2 years. Last time he saw the car, it had mismatched wheels. It's been up on blocks for years, and outside it doesn't look a whole lot different. I'll definitely agree with that, but inside and underneath is where it counts. That's what's new. If you haven't seen my other videos, rebuilt the engine, all new suspension except for rear leaf springs. Let's see what else. Rebuilt the fuel system, rebuilt the brake system. I've got floor plans to put in it, and a couple other things too. New alternator starter, water pump, carburetor rebuild, all the good stuff. Lots and lots of new stuff on the car, but that's it. So I'm gonna rinse this thing off, or at least wipe down the wheels, turn it around, put it in, and let it sit till tomorrow. And that's it.